The earth is a living organism and nature is its spirit. It is what gives life, what gave us life, and what maintains it through a sacred balance that no man can make. With our technological societies and fast-paced lifestyles, we tend to forget who we really are, where we really come from. We are all part of this great spirit. Even though most of us don't even think about the impact our actions have on our lives, nature still cares. We are her children and she wants us to reach our full potential. Sometimes when we get lost, nature is there to share her higher wisdom, to guide us on the tracks. How does nature communicate? We communicate primarily through words, signs, and symbols that we have created to understand each other. But nature communicates with its own subtle signs, symbols, and clues. It is the universal language that all living things unconsciously understand. Our brains are hardwired to ignore most of these signs because we don't need them in the modern world we live in. And because we have to deal with the sensory bombardment of society, we only focus on the things that seem relevant to us. While this is useful for our nervous system, it is adapted over time to accommodate the modern age and removes unnecessary inputs for survival. Communication from the universe lives in the mystical system, which requires a sharp and sustained awareness. The very things we can emit are probably the most important messages from the universe around us. These messages are found in the natural world, a world many of us are disconnected from. Discover the 9 ways that nature uses to communicate with us. 1. Through animals. We are all connected. All animals are part of the giant unity of nature, and sometimes she communicates through them. Whenever you meet a strange animal approaching you or feel that there is something weird about it approaching you, like it should mean something, don't take it for granted. Meditate on it. Think about what the animal might mean to you, what it might be trying to tell you, what are its characteristics that nature could be telling you to find in yourself. 2. Through feathers. Sometimes we ignore what has been laid in front of us, like feathers. But feathers aren't just random bird droppings. The feathers carry the vibration of the bird, they hold the migratory path and the rhythm of its flight. Ignoring these common messages is easy, but you miss the love nature shares with you. They are like a reminder, like a hello from the Great Spirit with which we are all connected. 3. Through numbers. We didn't invent mathematics, we discovered it. The universe communicates through geometry, and numbers are only simplified and concentrated information of geometric figures. The whole concept of numerology is based on this. Each number carries a meaning that your subconscious can perceive. This is why it is important that you see a particular number appearing more than once, because it is not about the number, it's about you perceiving it. There are many numbers that fly by you throughout the day that you don't perceive, but you do perceive this one in particular. There is a reason behind this, and you should consider delving into the meaning of this number. There is a message waiting to be revealed. 4. Through weather. Weather is the most common natural expression that we tend to overlook. This is nature's body language on a large scale. Lightning, thunder, clouds and rainbows, even natural disasters communicate something to us. It may be more of a societal message than a personal one, but sometimes the messages are directed at an individual. Look around from time to time and try to understand what the weather is communicating. Messages can sometimes be addressed to you. 5. Through visible signs. It is the most perceived form of communication that people capture when nature tries to tell us something. When you start looking for a sign from the universe, you will usually find it in the most unusual place. An advertisement, a Facebook post, the name of a bar, in a movie, a song on the radio, a note from a stranger, etc. You will get the sign and it will touch deep inside you. For others, it might not be out of the ordinary, but for you, it will be a zipped file of answers, meaning, and wisdom that you have been seeking. 6. Through invitations. This is a very subtle way that nature tries to communicate with you. The phone might ring for a long time in this case. You might be asked to go somewhere that you decline. Then you might receive another offer to go to the same country or place. After a few years, you might get free tickets to a concert at that particular location. This is where you will find a powerful message from nature that you need to hear. The universe constantly offers us invitations to deepen our path and follow our hearts. And when we do, blessings are bestowed. 7. Through our intuition. Not only are we connected to nature, but we are nature, our bodies come from it. They communicate with us through feelings and emotions, and sometimes nature communicates through them. These are really personal messages for you. Sometimes you feel that something is wrong, sometimes you think you should do something. Don't ignore these messages. Intuition is a big chunk of information that your subconscious mind processes much faster than your consciousness. 8. Through dreams. It is when we are dreaming that our subconscious is free to show us messages that we suppress with our conscious mind. The science of dreams is vast, but the philosophy of why they mean something is the same. Not all dreams say something in particular, but there are dreams that you just know have a deeper message. The easiest way for nature to reach you is to have dreams with your subconscious as a mediator. These dreams are like nature's voice message recordings that we have to listen to after we wake up. 9. Through sense. One of nature's common languages is a chemical reaction and the release of scents. When you smell something burning, you immediately know that there is a fire and potential danger nearby. It is a form of communication between you and nature that we learned a long time ago so that our species can survive better. Even though we know what certain scents mean, it often happens that we ignore a particular scent just because it doesn't signal a life-threatening situation. These smells still mean something and carry messages that nature is trying to send to you. You should listen to them.
If you want to uncover what has been encoded in your destiny when you were born, there's a free, personalized numerology report you can grab here.